undefeated, reigning and defending WBA lightweight champion of the world, introducing Gervonta Davis.
Some fighters, they good at what they do. Like, they master at what they do, but they not complete fighters. Some
guys, the two guys, well, the biggest puncher, I feel, at the 135 will probably be Gervonta Tank Davis.
Do you think he has enough power to sustain?
Well, it's really all about skill.
Floyd Mayweather couldn't believe what he was seeing. 1 second, he was watching Gervonta Davis move through sparring like it was a casual workout, and the next, boom, a heavyweight twice his size hit the canvas like a tree in slow motion. The entire gym
I was about to spar. Before I was about to spar Tank, he was sparring this big boy.
A heavyweight?
Heavyweight boy. And Tank hit that nigga. He hit him so hard that he was on the top of the rope just like this. I'm like, I thought he died. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought he died.
Floyd, usually the calmest guy in any room, had that rare expression that said, hold on, did that really just happen? You could see it, that mix of pride and shock. The same look a scientist gives when his experiment explodes, but somehow works perfectly.
Tell me about the two heavyweights he knocked out or dropped.
I don't drop no names.
No names. Tell me about the situation. So he spars one.
Hit him with a body shot.
Went down.
And I'm talking 200 plus pounds. And the other one he hit with a headshot.
And he went down too?
And he went down.
But people don't expect a guy 130 table it.
Right. And I'm not just exaggerating because Tank is our fighter. Tank has it. Punching power. I don't know where it comes from.
Tank didn't celebrate, didn't flex, didn't even blink. He just stepped back, gloves down, like, that's what happens when timing meets power. And for a man like Floyd, who's seen every punch, every angle, every fighter under the sun, that was the moment he realized Gervonta Davis isn't just his protege anymore. He's a one-man highlight reel rewriting physics in real time.
You were introduced to a lot of people when that clip of you sparring Tank was released, right?
He doesn't give off a genuine spirit to me. So he's just very like emotional, kind of angry, kind of guy.
Was he like that with you after you touched him up, or just before even?
Yeah, I mean, just the whole sparring, really.
There's a part in the clip, he hits you when you're down, and then he turns around, and I think you hit him.
Yeah, like sparring, he was just kind of like, just doing like little dirty stuff.
And here's the wild part, that knockout wasn't even a fluke. Gervonta Davis regularly spars with heavyweights, not for clout, not for headlines, but because he wants to feel real danger in training. His logic, if I can survive the bombs from a 230 pounder, nobody at my weight can scare me.
Towards the end of his career, Tank can fight at 140, 147. He has that power.
I think he could be multiple champion, maybe in 54.
Oh, yeah.
Now, one time he went to a gym in Memphis, sparred 4 guys, broke 4 noses in one afternoon. Do you have other examples of things like that Tank did in boxing?
Since he was a kid, man. When Tank was 14 years old, he was sparring state champions, man, and grown men.
And honestly, it shows. You see the way he absorbs pressure in fights, the way he stays calm when bigger guys try to bully him. That's heavyweight schooling right there. These aren't friendly sparring sessions either. They're full contact chess matches where one mistake can send your mouthpiece flying into the 3rd row.
In the corner, and he threw a 1-2, 1-2, and I was blocking it, but then he started pushing my head, like he was like purposely pushing me down. He pushed my head all the way down. And then he was hitting me on my back. So, then everybody was like, hey, what you doing? So then, I got up and he asked me if I was good. And then right when I said I was good, he just started hitting me. And he turned around because everybody was like, what are you doing? And then I just hit him. Like I said, protect yourself at all times.
He thrives in chaos.
But Tank
he treats every
that.
sparring day like a test of limits. Like he's trying to find out just how far power and timing can go when fear doesn't exist. Right after watching Tank folding heavyweights and sparring like they were props in a magic trick, we slide into Calvin Ford's corner, and suddenly the whole mood changes from spectacle to strategy, and you can hear it in his voice.
That's my partner, Coach Kenny. I don't look for knockouts. I want to be able to punish him so bad where he look over and say, yo, you're a beast.
So, you know, when you're training him, because you know he's got that lights off power, that one where if you don't belong in there with him, you won't belong in there with him. Is that something that you don't work on? It's like that's there already. If you
work on the stuff that I need to work on for what particular opponent I'm in front of.
Calvin's not hyping highlight reels or chasing a flashy KO line for the cameras. He says straight up he's training Tank to punish Jake Paul, to make the fight a lesson, not a photo op. That matters, because when the trainer who's built the guy from a kid tells you he's not drilling one-hit theatrics but sustained damage and domination, you have to listen. So here's the hot take: Jake brings eyeballs and chaos, but Calvin's talking old school consequences, pace control, body work, exploitable holes, the things that don't trend on Instagram but absolutely change careers.
Do you think he's underrated in that aspect of his game? Not that it matters, but do you think he is?
To tell you the truth, I want them to keep being the way they are. I don't want him to be the way they want him to be. Like at the end of the day, long we keep getting great results. The results and the numbers will speak for itself.
I'm laughing at the idea Jake thinks this is a cameo. This camp sounds like they've stapled a syllabus to the ring and Tank's the final exam. We'll find out if the showman survives the syllabus, but for now I'm with Calvin. Don't expect fireworks for clicks. Expect a clinic that leaves headlines wondering why anyone thought a novelty act could outlast a hardened killer who's been punished and hardened in real training.
Sometimes losing because they don't realize that Jake actually takes it serious. So this is good to hear. Just already right off the rip, they were already doing something.
Surprised. So tell me, when did you hear about this?
They've been going back and forth for years, Tank and Jake. They've been going at it for years, and it would have happened sooner. You know what I'm saying? But we have hiccups in life.
Alright, so we just soaked in Calvin Ford telling us he's not coaching Tank for a single knockout, but to straight up punish Jake Paul. And now we slide into Gabe Rosado dropping some real talk on this matchup. Gabe's basically waving a warning flag like, yo Tank, don't sleep on this guy, he can catch you and end your night. And you can feel the tension in every word. I love how he breaks it down. Yeah, Tank's slick, he's sharp, he's been fighting monsters all his life, but Jake's size, reach, and power aren't things Tank sees every day.
Listen, man, he making 40 mil is what I hear. Get your money. Because listen, this sport is brutal, dog. We got hustle and bustle. And to put yourself in a position where you can make that kind of money, you can't be mad at Tank. Make your money. Because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, who's going to feed your kids? Who's going to take care of your family? Who's going to take care of you? So I ain't mad at Tank. Get your money.
Gabe's perspective is priceless because he's been in Jake's corner, seen the angles, and he's basically saying, Tank, you better respect the science here because one slip and it's lights out. I can't lie, I'm sitting here thinking this is the perfect storm of slick skill versus brute attention-grabbing power. You feel the excitement? Gabe's caution adds that extra spice because it makes this fight feel unpredictable. Tank's legacy is solid, but Gabe's eyes remind us, one punch, one mistake, and we're rewriting headlines. This is why we watch boxing, because it's not just skill, it's chess with fists and a little chaos sprinkled on top.
And we're talking about Jake Paul, 200 pounds, a heavyweight. If one of those shots let go, and you gotta remember, what Tank is not used to is the height and reach advantage. So maybe Tank could drop and think he's away, but Jake got that extra 3-4 inches that Tank ain't used to. They can catch him. That could make a difference. But at the same time, Tank could punch too. And I wouldn't be surprised if Tank hurt Jake.
Alright, so we just got Gabe Rosado laying down the blueprint, warning Tank about Jake Paul's reach, size, and one-punch potential. And now we swing over to Andre Berto, keeping it brutally honest. Berto's basically waving the psychology flag, telling us Tank isn't here to make friends, he's here to collect the bag. I love the savage honesty. After that Roach fight, Tank felt the world turned against him, thought about retiring, and now he doesn't care about your hot takes, your Twitter rants, or your opinions in the comment section. He's walking into Atlanta like a man on a mission, lights off, focused on one thing, getting paid and sending Jake Paul home, questioning his life choices. You can almost hear the cash registers ringing, and I'm sitting here thinking, yep, this is the perfect mix of skill, swagger, and straight up business hustle.
Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis. Wow, that sounds crazy. That sounds real crazy. But doing it in Atlanta was a very smart strategic move, because one thing about Atlanta, I lived in Atlanta for a good 4 to 5 years. But I know one thing when it comes to us, anything that's popping in the city, they coming out. They coming out. The city is coming out.
And speaking of Atlanta, Berto makes a solid point. This isn't just a fight, it's a full-blown event. The city's going to show up, every seat packed, energy electric, and Jake Paul, he's about to get schooled in something he's never really seen before. A stadium full of people who actually care about real boxing. Berto hits that sweet spot between hot take and reality check when he reminds us it's entertainment now. But Tank's approach is smart. It's about psychology as much as punches. He's using the fight as a statement. You can hate, you can troll, you can be mad about the matchup, but at the end of the night, Tank cashes the check and you're left staring at the lights. Man, the way Berto breaks it down, you don't just watch this fight, you feel the energy, the stakes, and the pure chaos about to unfold.
Coming out, it's gonna be packed. A packed house in Atlanta. Come out, of course, support Gervonta, because like I say, Jake ain't never in his life gonna see a stadium so filled with black people in his life. You know what I mean? They coming out. It's gonna be crazy, right? I see a lot of people in the comments, of course, they're upset about it because we're true boxing fans.
Alright, now let me jump in and give my 2 cents on why this whole Tank versus Jake Paul thing is actually fascinating chaos wrapped in a boxing match. First off, why are they fighting? It's simple. Tank wants the bag, Jake wants the spotlight, and the fans, well, they just want mad entertainment. Tank's not stepping into this lightly, he's a current world champ, and yet he's taking on a guy who comes from YouTube fame because it's a smart, strategic money move. Forget all the haters, this is modern boxing economics 101. Tank knows the Roach fight left him bitter, questioning his place, even thinking about retirement. So this is more than just another payday, it's a statement. He's still here, still relevant, still the main event, and he's taking control of his narrative.
I'm not surprised that he made a fight like that happen, because he doesn't care what you think anymore. Gervonta does not care what y'all think anymore. The way he felt after that Roach fight, how he felt like everybody turned on him. He was already talking about retiring. He hate this fight game now.